Hi everyone, Jennifer Shlomovich here. Before we go into today's video, I just wanted to share with you how challenging this video was for me to make. I talk about how I've been decluttering over the past couple of days, and I share 3 tips that have helped me manage my clutter. And decluttering can be a very dusty process, and it triggered my allergies a lot. I was trying to hold back sneezes. I had to edit out sneezes, and I did a lot of sneezing before I got an intro that I was even satisfied with. So I just wanted to share with you about that and celebrate the fact that I'm being consistent. Consistency is something that I'm working on. I talked about that in last week's video, and where I talk about how I'm integrating more of things that I've learned and how consistency and discipline are things that I'm working on. And so instead of letting my allergies win and not doing a video this week, I decided to persevere and I recorded one anyway. So that's it for now. I just wanted to pop in and do a quick note before actually playing the video that I intended to play. So here we go. Hi everyone, welcome to Confidently Be You. My name is Jennifer Shlomovich, and today I want to share with you some tips and tricks that have helped me manage clutter. Going through clutter and clearing out closets and other spaces in our homes can be a very annoying, frustrating, and daunting process. And it can be really overwhelming having it hanging over our heads. I know for me, it's like, oh, I need to make this space better. Or if I can only clear this out, then I can make space for something else. And it's always like weighing on the back of my mind when I have spaces that I could clear out to make it neater or make space for other things. And some things that have helped me get better at that have been some of the practices that I'm going to share with you today. The inspiration for this video actually has been the past couple of days. I've been going through some decluttering and clearing out stuff, and I noticed that I'm not as like annoyed and as frustrated with doing it or feeling that sense of dread that I used to feel when I used to do these types of things. And so yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to share with you some of the things that have helped me navigate that. Tip number 1 for me is reducing the amount of unnecessary stuff that you bring into your home. I used to go to Michael's and other craft stores, and I used to buy stuff because I was like, oh, I like the idea of what I can make with this. And what I realized is over the years, I had like bins of craft supplies that I wasn't doing anything with. And it was stressing me out having all this like potential projects I could be doing, but I wasn't doing, taking up space and making it harder for me to organize other things that I really needed. So, what has helped me manage clutter is to minimize what I bring in and be really intentional about what it is that I'm buying. I'll ask myself some questions before making a purchase of what do I need this for? Do I really need it? When do I plan on using it? How much value will this give to me? And when I pause and reflect on how and when I'm going to use these items, it's really helped me take a step back and save money and save space. And then if I change my mind, if I feel like it's not something that's really critical, I can put it back and always get it another time. So that's the first step in helping with clutter management, is reducing what you bring in. Be really intentional about the things that you purchase. Tip number 2 is making it manageable. So I'm very guilty of this. There have been many times, and I still feel this way, but I'm able to override it with, again, intentional action, is wanting to just get it all done, be caught up in the outcome. And when we're caught up in the outcome, it can feel really discouraging when we don't accomplish getting everything done because we're putting unreasonable expectations on ourselves. So, for example, if you have a basement you want to clean out, but and you want to like clear it all out in a weekend, but then you burn yourself out because you didn't take any time to rest or you missed out on doing other fun things. And then on top of that, you didn't end up doing what you really wanted to do because you had too much of a high expectation, an unreasonable expectation that you would put on yourself. And so it's really important to break things down into little manageable bite-sized tasks. And so what I like to do is I like to section things off and in a way where I can see some immediate results. So it could be something as clearing out and organizing kitchen cabinets. That could be something that you do one weekend, and maybe it'll take like 1 or 2 hours. Clearing out the medicine cabinet. If it is a basement or a really big room, start with a corner. What corner could you get done that could make it look neat and then work from there? So what's helped me is doing something, even if it's a small space, clearing up a shelf, tidying up a shelf, clearing up a cupboard, cleaning out and organizing the fridge, whatever it is, doing the easy, smaller areas first really can help with that motivation and help you want to continue to do more. It's important to prioritize decluttering and cleaning because, again, if we have this all or nothing mentality, we're putting all this pressure on ourselves and we end up getting nothing done and we feel really, really stressed. And it just feels like this constant struggle with clutter when we could just break things down into manageable tasks and make an impact. So even if you did an hour a week in clearing up something, an hour a week in a year, that's, I forgot how many weeks do we have in a year? I'm looking this up. Bear with me. Is it 54? I should know this. How many weeks in a year? Ah, 52. That was close. Uh, so that's 52 hours broken down and it once a week. But it's better than nothing, right? So think about easy ways that you can clean things up, clear things out, start small, and then those really big decluttering tasks, you could just break down into more manageable tasks. The other tip that I want to share is I got really frustrated with myself. Before I share what that tip is, I'm not even sure how to label that tip. Um, what I've done, what I tend to do is when I get busy and I start clearing through stuff in a closet or I start shredding papers, and then I will throw what I didn't get a chance to get to into a bin or a bag to get to at some point, and then I've forgotten about it. So, I guess what would we call this tip? Uh, being consistent, don't hide, don't forget about the stuff that you hide. I'm not sure what we would label this tip. Um, Maybe you could give me an idea in the comments below. But yeah, finding a way to be consistent and not hiding what you have or forgetting about the things that you've hidden. And what can make this fun, because it's the thing that I hate doing the most is going through papers and crap that I have to actually look through to see if I need it or do I need to shred it, and then that's time consuming. So make it fun. You know what? Maybe we're going to call this tip making it fun. So I've played music, I've lit candles and had music and tea and tried to make it like a little cleaning party for myself. So yeah, make it fun. Find ways to make it an enjoyable experience and just keep visualizing about what that space is going to look like when you're all done. So, yeah, those are some of the tips that I wanted to share with you. I was just inspired to talk with you guys about that. This is what's been on my mind the past couple of days. And yeah, I would love to hear any of your decluttering tips that you might have. I'm certainly love learning new ways of doing things, and I'm sure you guys have some great tips that could be helpful as well. So please share them in the comments below. And that's all I got for you right now. I hope you are all doing well. I'm in the process of working on doing more interviews, so I'll have some more of them soon. In the meantime, I'm just gonna come and connect with you guys and chat about stuff that's on my mind. And if there's anything that you would like me to talk about, any topics or any questions, please let me know. And I'd be happy to answer that in a future video. Well, that's all I have right now. I hope you all have a great week and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.